Aaron Bellinger seemed less than thrilled with that final called strike there. Do you think he had an argument?
I mean, it looked like it from the side. I just saw it in there. It looked like it really tailed back and might have caught the corner. So, pretty real good execution by Vassell there.
Overall, just not a lot of offense this afternoon. What were they doing to shut down your hitters?
Yeah, I mean, they robbed a homer. They robbed a 2-run homer. We pressured them at the end there and just didn't get that big hit, to put it away. He came in pitching well. I thought he threw the ball well. We had some chances against him, but just didn't mount very much early on. And again, taking the homer back, would have been a little lead extender. We could have run with a little bit, but just in the end, not quite enough today. You
mentioned that play by Tauchman there, robbing Giancarlo Stanton. Did you think there was any way he was getting to that ball?
Well, the way he was going at it, I thought it was going to be short of the wall, the way he was tracking it. So once he got up over the wall, he must have just been timing his steps up really well and kind of ends up making, obviously, a really good play there.
Did you feel today?
Good, still finding it a little bit, and, kind of a crafty performance, where he's kind of trying to find his delivery, trying to be in the zone more, so he's kind of adding some track a little bit with the fastball. Made a lot of good pitches, though, and for the most part, limited the traffic. I think when he walked his last batter, I think that was the second walk today, so definitely in the strike zone. We get a little better today. Into the 6th inning, gave us a chance to win a ball game again. Hopefully we can just start to build where, the command and controls there with the stuff following.
He's predicting a hot streak for Judgy, and today 3 hits. Ties Yogi with a homer, almost hit another homer. What's your thoughts on where he's at right now?
Yeah, definitely getting there. He'll get there. I mean, he's gonna find his way through there, and at some point here get really hot. Just missed the last one. I thought made the right move on the pitch. Looked like he got a hanger there that I thought he put a great swing on. He got under it a little bit and hit it straight up in the air. So those things happen. But yeah, I thought some really good at bats from him today, and a couple days in a row where he's left the ballpark. Hopefully that's something that really gets him rolling.
Luis's velocity was down in the first couple innings. Was that deliberate by him?
Yeah.
Aaron, sticking with Heel, did you feel like his slider really got better as time went on today?
I did, and then he starts adding and subtracting with the heater. So, I think they're a little caught off guard early by the less velocity, and then all of a sudden he can step on some. But he was in the zone more, better control. Now hopefully we can sync it all together, as we go here, where we get that elite stuff with him being in the zone. But a really competitive outing for him.
On Judge, what do you think about seeing his name in that top 5 now next to Yogi Berra and coming up on Joe DiMaggio?
Yeah, I mean, it's the company he belongs in. So he actually when he came in through the dugout, I yelled Yogi out to him. So, he's certainly earned his way into those rarefied air names, and with the career he's put together so far.
How about that he's doing it with like half the at-bats too?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, he's as good as we've seen in this generation. So, and those keep finding the superlatives, and so I'm not as surprised anymore.
What made Martin Tavares so tough?
Gosh, man, he's watching him even his last few starts coming in. He's been dealing. He's given up I think on 1 run in 16 innings since he's come back. Not really walking anyone, commanding it. He's got a presence both sides. He's got sinker. He can cutter you in, but also front hip that sinker. Really good feel for the changeup, spin the ball. He's throwing really well right now, and I thought he pitched a good game. We had a couple chances to really kind of, take it, and he was able to make enough pitches against us.
I feel like Bruce has looked like himself again over the last
Yeah. I mean, he looks really good. Another, really strong 4-out performance today where I thought, he was in the zone, getting ahead, and then when he gets ahead of you, you're in some trouble.
In the case with Hill's struggles against righties, any consideration of walking Edgar to get to Montgomery?
No. The only consideration was, do we go Hill or Weave in that inning? Kind of like them both with the lefty kind of lane. No, I wasn't going to walk him.
Home run pitch. Was that one of those that was, flat over the zone, or
Yeah.
pitch that
I haven't seen where it was on the plate, if it was in the heart. The one thing is usually, Timmy, even with the righties, you trust to keep the ball in the yard. Guy put a really good swing on it and was able to, ride it out the front door.